Over the last couple of weeks, we have been watching Chloe and her journey to come back to worship in Stockbridge First, and we have been making light of some of the rules and the restrictions that we are going to follow as we come back together. But I honestly really want you to see Chloe coming to worship and seeing how easy it's going to be, how much fun we're going to have, but we're all going to follow the social distance restrictions so that we can stay safe as we come back and worship Jesus together. So what we're asking you to do is to park in every other parking space. We will have them marked off by cones where we don't want you to park, but if you can just keep in your mind that you don't need to park directly next to another car. Another thing I would ask you to think about is if you are physically able to take stairs, I would encourage you to park in the back parking lot in order to leave the top parking lot for guests and especially for those who are less mobile, so that they are able to come in to the front doors versus having to try to navigate the elevator or the stairwell. If you would just look as you're making your way into the building, we should have all of our entry doors labeled enter. If you will look for those doors, we will also have greeters that should be at the doors to be able to open those for you so that you can move from your car into the sanctuary without ever having to touch any of the contact doorknobs. Everyone is going to be required to wear a mask for the first couple of months, and so if you find yourself here without a mask, we're going to ask you to go immediately to the Connect table where we have a hospitality host that will give you a mask for you to be able to use and take home with you. As you make your way into the sanctuary, the ushers will assist you in being able to social distance within the pew. Just always be mindful of the fact that you're trying to limit your contact with other people. So it may require you to have to move around in a different direction than you normally would go, but this is all in order to be able to keep us safe. And so if you would just kind of pay attention to where other people are, the idea is for us to stay 6 feet apart. Remember, if we will worship smart, 6 feet apart, we'll all be okay. I know we're used to normally leaving whenever we want, however we want, but we're going to be doing things differently when we come back together. The ushers will guide you. They will assist the exit of the pews, and so if you will just allow them to direct you, if you will just sit in your pew until you're directed by the ushers to exit, we would greatly appreciate it. I know many people may be nervous about navigating through the building and the sanctuary when we come back together. We are going to have a lot of signage that are going to be able to direct you. One of the things I would just say is pay attention to the yellow signs throughout the building. They should be able to tell you the direction of flow and where you're able to go and where you're not able to go. And I would just ask you to be diligent about following the directions of the signs. They're all there to keep everybody safe. And it may mean that you have to go a different direction than you normally go, but I would ask for everybody to follow the directions that you see on the signs when you come in the building. When we come back together, we're going to make giving really easy for you. We have a lot of different options for you. One, you can certainly write your check and you can mail it to the church address, and we will take those checks and we'll process them as soon as they come in. You can also give online, and that's really the way that we're going to encourage you to give. And so we're going to ask you to sign up for online giving. That's something you can do now to get ready for when we come back together in June. You're also able to text, and so we will have that ability for you every Sunday to be able to text the word give and to text your dollar figure once you have your account set up. And then finally, we're also going to have a QR code for you to be able to take a picture of, and it will direct you to our online giving. So again, that's something you can do between now and June 28th, which is you can check and see if you have a QR code reader on your phone, or you can download an app that will allow you to read QR codes. And so we will have those available for you as multiple ways for you to be able to give. And we will have those available at every entry point in the sanctuary when you come in. You can just drop that in. You can see that they're secure, they're locked, and that'll be a way for you to be able to give cash or checks if you find yourself here in the sanctuary and want to do it that way. Looking forward to seeing you on June 28th. It's going to be a great day. We're going to spread the gospel and not spread germs.